And I tell you, it's easier working for God than for the government, because you never hear God say, my child, redo this transmittal with the contract number and resubmit it in triplicate. I'll close by saying, reiterating once again, it's a lot easier working for God because you have made a mistake and I forgive you.
Yay!
I'm not finished yet, but that's good. Whereas this is my final closing. As all preachers, we get 3 closes. This is my last one. The government will say, you've made an error on this report. You got 3 hours to pack your bags and get the hell out. I'm Walter Rooks, and that's all I've got to say. Thank you.
Right, Walter. Walter, so funny. And can I also add an amen? It was so good, man. You did great.
They make me feel good.
Yeah. So is this the first time you've been in front of people on a Sunday in a while?
Yes, it is.
Well, Walter, it's great working with you. And, you know, I just think you're so funny, and I hope you'll follow through with this. And I do want to let you know, if you start doing comedy clubs, you have to wait till the end of the week to get paid. There, you can't pass a plate after every set. Awesome job, Walter. Yeah, so, you know, keep in touch, man. Let us know what you're doing. And again, put your social media in there on chat so everyone can follow you, and keep in touch and everything. So let's see. Oh, wow, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be very fun. This is going to be very interesting, and you're all going to find out a lot more about who you brought to Zoom today. I think it's just you and your barking dog. This next comment is going to show you there's more going on. Put your hands together and welcome the one, the only, Jane Morgan. Yay!
Oh, you can see who brought the most people. Jane Morgan. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. It's really nice to be here. And you know what's weird? Yeah, this is very different for me because you're all alive. Yeah, see, I'm a medium, and so I usually talk to dead people. This is nice. This is special. All that blinking and living. So I am a comedian. We'll see, right? But I'm a comedian and a medium. So I'm a comedian. TM. That's right. I see dead people. But it's really hard, honestly, having a talent of talking to people on the other side, because so many people think I'm a fraud. Like, oh, so many of you have that look on your face that I have seen so many times. I don't believe her. That girl is so full of shit. She's talking to nobody. I get it, but they want you to know that it's real. Like you, Walter, thank you for your set. You were hilarious. But your grandfather on your father's side says he never believes anything. So come with me, man. Oh, wait. He also says he wants you to go back to being a pastor.
Amy's doing stand-up comedy.
So yeah, a lot of people think I'm crazy, and sometimes I wonder if I'm crazy. It's really hard. So I don't really tell very many people. In fact, a lot of times I tell no one. I just came out last year of an invisible closet. And what's hard about coming out as a psychic medium is there are no parades. We're here. They're near. We talk to them. We're here. They're right there. I can see them. They listen to us. Psychic mode. But what's also weird is how aggressive sometimes people will get when I mention, that I'm psychic. They're like, oh yeah? What am I thinking right now? Oh, Porn. She's really good. She's really good. Dude, now I can't unsee that. Very sensitive. I'm very sensitive, you know. And then it can be weird when I go to a funeral and people kind of follow me around. They're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. They look where I'm looking. I'm at the buffet and this woman comes up to me. She says, "Do you see him? Do you see him?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's his funeral, obviously." And then she's like, "Well, what is he saying right now?" "Oh, don't eat that crab dip. That crab's expired." His sister's real cheap, so you probably don't want to eat anything involving mayonnaise. You know, it's a weird thing to just sort of wake up and find out that you have these abilities. It's probably a little bit like waking up and realizing that Tony Soprano is your dad. Kid, listen, kid, there's going to be lots of privileges, lots of opportunities, but probably going to be some dead people. It's also like a little scary, honestly, being a medium, not because of the dead people. They're actually great. It's the live ones. I mean, let's just talk about how people with supernatural abilities have been treated throughout all the ages. Salem witch trials, anyone. So I do get a little twitchy around religious people, my family from Texas. Hey, Janie, welcome to the family reunion and barbecue. Listen, we're gonna need you to stand right there. Right here in the middle of the fire. Hey, Marlon, that's great. We're just gonna burn away all your devilish ways.
Oh.
All right, now just lay down.
Oh, no.
Fun. It's a fun job, really. Yeah, actually, so I'm a medium on the weekend, and then I do, you know, corporate work during the week. So I guess I'm always talking to dead people. All right, well, I'm going to leave you with one more thought, which is, you know, what's weird is when people come to me and they want to know what their mother on the other side, what advice their mother on the other side wants to offer. But they never listened to her when she was here. Sure. Now you're going to listen to mama. Now you're going to listen to your mother. Now when you have to pay somebody, I get it. I've been offering this for free for years, Glennie. Glennie, listen to me. You're better than her. You're better than her.
Yes, that's it. Perfect.
But I want you to pick up your damn socks and invest in Amazon.com. I told you in 1997, but nobody listens to mama. All right, well, with that, I just want to say, listen to your loved ones, give them a hug so you'll never need a medium or a comedian like me. Thanks a lot.
Hey. Dan, you did so good. You did so good. And listen, I heard men laughing. I heard women laughing. I think I heard some passengers from the Titanic laughing.
Like a gurgle, right? A gurgle.
Yeah. Ooh, she's funny. We should book her. And that's a question I have. I mean, when you hear someone from the other side and you're getting to speak to them, do they speak normally, or is it like the, "Ooh, Jane, ooh," like what, you know, I guess everything I know on Ghostbusters. So go ahead.
No, they sound like you, Dean.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, hey, just so everybody knows, I asked this Jane this question almost every class, if she saw anyone behind me, if she saw any spirits around me or anything. And she kept telling me, you know, I do see people, but none of them are a good barber. Please go to somewhere and get a decent. Yeah, I paid money for it to look like this. Anyway, Jane, so funny. And, you know, I think you should continue doing stand-up. Make sure you put your social media in there. And, you know, if you want to have some of your friends share your social media, everyone watching, just watch for your walls bleeding, her Facebook. All right, Jane, thank you so much. Great job. All right. You know, part of the fun of this class, everybody, I've got to say, is getting to meet people from around the world. And this next comic's got a really interesting perspective, I think, on a place we'd all like to go visit. So I've never gotten his name right. Why change things now? Please welcome the one and only Damir Hasik. Yay!
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. And I see you thinking, this guy looks like one of the Three Stooges, Larry. Any fans in the audience? So I'm zooming in from Amsterdam. Have you been there? Smoke some pot? Visit a hooker, maybe? Didn't I see you there? I don't want to out you here. No. Dean definitely, I saw him. Well, let me put down my joints and tell the woman from the red light district, honey, I'll be right back. I know you Americans are having some money problems, a little debt. You're idiots. Legalize prostitutes like we did. You'll get millions of tax dollars. It's weird how the only things Americans seem to know about Amsterdam is you all got lots of legal pot and legal prostitution. All of you are wearing wooden shoes while eating McDonald's with hoes. That's just ignorant because there's so much more to Amsterdam. We have herring, barrels of it. Prostitutes love it, but the tourists, herring? That shit is so disgusting. That should be illegal. We have 20 million tourists a year, and that's hard on a small city. There are like 3 subtle hints that 20 million might be a bit much. Like there's garbage everywhere in the streets. Restaurants never have a table available. And you can hear the hookers go, no, not now, dear. I have a headache.
Oh.
I don't know why that came out South African, but 20 million tourists is hard. Some days even the hotels are fully booked, not a room available. So hard on us, because you guys do anything to get some sleep. You can hear the hookers go, no, you can't stay and snuggle, you naughty man. Go. And take your wife and kids with you. So before I leave you, I have a confession. I am a Jewish Amsterdam guy, and I'm a captain on a nice little canal boat. You probably didn't see that coming, and nor did my father. He was a surgeon. But it's weird how most people have the same idea of what a Jewish person is like. Oh, you're Jewish. You probably graduated from a university and are a doctor. But how about my mother then? She grew up in the jungle of Sumatra in Indonesia. You don't hear much about the jungle Jews. She grew up like Mowgli of the Jungle Book, actually. My father, he rescued her. And for me as a kid, it was hard. And my mother hadn't totally adjusted to living in civilization. So, Mom, put on some shoes when you walk me to school. And while you're at it, put on a shirt. It's a miracle I turned out as well as I did. Thank you all. And look me up if you come to Amsterdam. I'll put my Instagram.
Right. Dave, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
You know,
it's Nadav.
It's what?
Nadav.
Nadav. Yeah, I know. I know. See, I can never say it right. So Nadav, you know, Amsterdam's so interesting, and I love your accent because it's charming, it's European, but you could also be a Bond villain. Yeah,
Yes.
can you just
That's
say,
funny.
I'm sorry, would I have to kill you, Mr. Bond? Can you just say that real quick?
I'm sorry, but I have to kill you, Mr. Bond.
Yes.
There you go. That's awesome. So listen,
Yeah.
I don't know what the comedy scene's like over in Amsterdam, but if it's not working out for you, then I would say get a big laser that can destroy the world because you've got the voice for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You're so great. Thank you. Just love working with everybody. I've never met anybody from Amsterdam before. It's such a great country and got to learn a lot. So there we go. Some herring, everybody. Woohoo.
Hey.
All right. Let's
Alright.
keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Your next comic, very, very charming and very, very funny. So sit back and relax. Here she is, the one and only Sarah May.
Yay.
Awesome. So any parents in the audience? Okay, yeah. You don't even have to tell me. Like, I can see you with your blurry backgrounds, your camera's off. Like, don't worry. We already know what your house looks like. Right? Legos sprinkled all around your chair. You probably have a handprint on the wall that no one's admitting to. Right. Well, I know, I get it. Not to brag, but I studied child development, so I really understand kids in theory. All right. I don't have kids, but I know things like they deserve love and affection. I read that in a textbook. Yeah. Imagine how weird I'd be as a mom. Like, okay, kid, you're saying you have a boo-boo? Oh, honey, that's not a real word. But let me see if I can help you with this. All right, let's see. Where does it say? Chapter 7, maybe. How to deal with a boo-boo. Okay, here it is. All right. Then, hug. Give them a hug. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have worn white today. All right. Yeah, having a child development degree sounds legit. I know. But it's weird what other parents think my book smarts are for. Like, oh, I bet you learned everything it takes to raise good kids. Yes, which is why I'm not interested in trying. Like, you gotta be selfless and patient while you're fully sleep deprived. That's like trying to be eloquent and camera ready while you're 6 margaritas deep. Right? Either way, someone's gonna end up pantsless on a countertop, and they're gonna blame you. All right, I know what you're thinking, and yes, I do work with kids. So it gets a little weird sometimes when coworkers assume I must love children. Like, must I? Says who? Oh, wait. That's in the employee handbook? Take this seriously at the Children's Museum. Man, how did I even get hired there in the first place? Like, can you imagine the hoops I jumped through for my interview? So, you don't have much experience with kids. What makes you think you can do this job? Well, I think of myself kind of like a car mechanic who chooses to ride a bike. Because it's cheaper, it's better for the environment, and no one gives me dirty looks when I chain it to the porch. So, I might not have a car, but I promise I have no problem telling other folks what's wrong with theirs. Honestly, though, the hardest people to interact with when you don't have kids are your friends who are parents, because they just try to convert you, right? You'll see. Having kids changes you. Yeah, I can tell. You used to notice when you had vomit on your shirt. Also, I heard you pleading earlier for the tantrums to stop, and I'll be honest, as long as your kid keeps asking me questions when I'm this hungover, I'm gonna keep crying on your kitchen floor. All right, and with that, Sarah may, or may not, still have a job tomorrow.
That's funny.
May.
All right, Sarah May. Nice job. Hey, Sarah, so do you think you'll ever have kids?
Well, it's funny being in a comedy class because my boyfriend thinks I'm joking.
Right?
Oh yeah, who knows? Yeah, we'll find out.
Well, listen, I have 2 sons. They're pretty much grown up now, but I'll tell you the best, if you do decide to have kids, the best age is when they're about 8 years old. And you know why? Because you don't have to raise your hand to hit them. You don't have to lower your hand to hit them. It's just a simple cross, and it's just always going to connect. Because they're treasures. They're national treasures. So Sarah, are you going to keep doing stand up? I hope you do. I think you're really, really funny.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, please do. And, keep in mind, again, put your contact info in chat so we can all follow you, because really want to see you keep doing this, because it's a really fresh take. Everyone always praises kids, and you're kind of not doing that, which is a fresh, funny thing to say.
Yes.
Yes. And it's very relatable because we were all kids. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Let's keep it going. Now, your next comic. Woohoo. Very, very funny, gentlemen. Again, we get people from all over the world, and this guy's going to tell you some of those otherworldly wisdoms. So put your hands together for the one and only Antonio Sanent. Yes, Antonio.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm very glad to be here. I just moved recently from Colombia, South America, to New York. And the weirdest thing of moving is I used to be over there, I used to be white. Yeah, because over there we don't have the Latino concept. That's here. We don't have all those shades of colors. You're in Colombia, you're either black or not black. So I used to be white, and I used to do white stuff, like complain, brunch, genocide. No, just kidding. I would never do brunch. No, you can't. I don't like the how we judge people, because it's you know how many times do I get this stuff? Sorry, you're from Colombia. So how's the cocaine situation in Colombia? Colombia's a beautiful country. We are a diverse country. We have a lot more things to offer, like meth and heroin and. But I get it, because when I came to New York, everybody warned me in Colombia. It's a very dangerous town. At Times Square, the hookers, crime, and I got there, and it's a beautiful place. It's Times Square. It's been Disneyfied. Like there's Disney characters everywhere, and you haven't lived. I tell you, if you haven't been mugged by Minnie Mouse. Give me all your money or I'll blow your brains. I need lots of cash for playing cocaine. Let it go. But I wanted to come to the States in a legal way, and so I applied for a green card. And yes, my Latin American friends, we can apply, actually. Getting married to an American is not the only way. And I know. Every time I say this, there's a Hispanic somewhere in the world saying, puta la cagué. But yeah. You can apply. You only have to prove that you're not going to take anybody else's job. And I'm a comedian. So basically, for you to come to America, you have to be either a comedian, you can marry to an American, or you can cross the border and get whipped by a cowboy on a horse. And I learned English because I think it's a beautiful language. I don't get why people come here and don't, make the effort of learning English. Like my cousin Ricardo was 5 years here and never learned English. But when he went back to Colombia with a little money, he was a gringo from New York City, man. And people would ask him, did you learn English? And he was like, yeah, stay clear from the closing doors. But I actually do believe it's a beautiful language because it's got things that we don't have in Spanish, like motherfucker. It's a beautiful concept. Don't get me wrong. We in Colombia, we love our mothers as well. Apparently not as much, but every time, from the first time I heard that expression, I wanted to say it. I wanted to use it in a phrase. And just to leave that, you with a thought is, when you move to a different country, you have to be very careful because the culture changes. When I came here, my friends would warn me, you have to be careful with your words because some words can only be said by certain people or they'll get offended. So for the first week, I didn't talk to anybody. And then one day I said, I'm gonna order a coffee, a simple task. And I said, can I have a coffee, please? And the lady said, how would you like your coffee? I panicked. I said, African American, 2 sugars. Motherfucker. That's all my time.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow, Antonio. Well, you know, I tried to teach you likability. I don't think I did a good job. Oh man, it's so lovable. Everyone just adores you, Antonio. It's what do you think it is?
Adorable.
Is it that suave attitude? Is it the dark looks? Is it what is your secret, man?
I hope I know someday to use it more.
Yeah. Well, I know all the women want to know. So are you married? Are you dating? What's going on in your love life?
No, I'm married for the second time. I was Alex's best man in his wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Alex, who was talking about divorce, then he got married. So, man, when he was doing his vows, was your heart beating? Were you smiling or were you rolling your eyes going, yeah, like whatever?
I was thinking, here he goes again.
Antonio. Well, man, I know there's a great comedy scene in New York City, so get up at those clubs,
Yeah.
man. Get out there.
Comedy
Get out there
Cellar.
because you got a really
Yeah.
fresh original voice and they want to see it. That's really great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dean.
Totally
Thank you very
awesome.
much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, really great. By the way, we've got 2 comics left. So everyone, stay tuned. We've got, you know, some amazing talent. And this next comic, once again, you know, this speaking in New York City, this class is like a bus station in New York City. There's people from all over the world. And this next comic is going to tell you about his corner of Earth. So please put your hands together for Damir Hasik. Yay, Damir.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to be here. But the scary thing is, I live in Australia and it's actually only 4 a.m. here in the morning. Okay. What that means is I'm either having a really beautiful dream or I'm about to wake up from a nightmare. Okay. I don't know which is which. But the hard thing is I live with my parents and they're asleep at the moment. And it's such a relief not to have them here nagging me. Damir, wash your hands. Damir, make sure your room's done. Damir, make sure you got fresh underwear on. And that's when they're driving me for a lift to a date. I can't get away from them. But seriously, I've got a question. Is anyone here tonight, anyone here live with their parents? Anyone? I can pick them from a mile away. They're usually the ones talking to themselves. I've got to move out. I can't take this anymore. I've got to move out. I can't take this anymore. I've got to move out. Look, seriously, guys, I am going to move out. I really am. I'm just waiting for my mother to give me permission. Okay. As soon as she does, I'm out of here. All right. But listen, look. The other thing is, my dad has been acting really, really weird. Okay. Like it's the subtle hint that he's giving me about wanting me to move out. All right. Like first thing he says is, Damir, you're not allowed to use the washing machine. Okay. It's going to break. You're going to break it. I don't want you to use it. And Damir, from now on, every month, from now on, you must pay $50 extra for rent. Okay. And one more thing, Damir, this weekend, make sure you're not home. Okay. I've rented your room out to backpackers. I thought he was just joking, right? And then I came home, opened the door to my bedroom, and there's these 2 half-naked French people sprawled out of my bed. Excuse me, what? You must be Monsieur Damir. I hope you don't mind how to borrow your underwear. But look, I seriously, I do want to move out. But I'm broke. It's hard moving out when you're broke, right? You know, like, and I'm sick and tired of people beeping their horn at me aggressively just because I'm trying to save a bit of money and push my car on the way home. Okay. Stop fucking beeping. Get out of your car and help me push. All right. It's not going to make me go any fucking faster. Sorry about the language, guys. But look, I actually visualize. I'm a big believer in visualization and meditations. Yeah, you too. Yeah. And I visualize about meeting someone special, nice figure. She's a great communicator. I'm like, you know what I mean? And someone who's got furniture. Yes. That would be really good. And someone who doesn't live with their parents, because we don't need two losers, okay? But seriously, guys, I haven't had a serious relationship in ages. I really haven't, you know, and it's hard, you know, because I find it really scary. Relationships to me are really scary. It's because I'm one of these guys that I don't know when it's over, you know, like it's, you know, oh, what? That's it? We're done? You don't want to see me anymore? I could have picked up on the subtle hints. Like, oh, honey, look, yeah, the Netflix subscription, I've canceled that. And this weekend, don't worry about our anniversary dinner. I'm going out with the girls. Yeah, I'm going out on the girls' night out. And one more thing, sweetheart, one more thing. Yeah, don't, yeah, try not to hog the bed sheets tonight, okay, sweetie? Because yeah, Frank doesn't like it. Yeah, so when he comes over, don't hog the bed sheets. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you very much. You guys have been awesome.
Damir, awesome, man. Awesome job. So yeah, so you live with your parents and you're doing comedy while they're sleeping. Yeah, because I'll tell everybody, you know, one of the things I love about Damir, and I love everyone in the class, but one of the great things about Damir is every time we would start the class, you know, he was always sitting there in a dark backyard. And then by the time the class was over, the sun had risen. So, you know, it's you've such a commitment to this, man. Are you ever going to tell them, like when they wake up, are you going to say, hey, guess what I just did? A comedy show out by the shed.
I'm getting close. I'm getting, you know, building up the confidence.
Well, man, you know, I know you're frustrated by living at home and everything, but I say don't move out until you have a tight 30, then move out. Great, Damir, so much fun working with you, and thanks for coming all the way from Australia, man. It's really great.
All you guys have been a pleasure. I really love you all. You're just amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, enough with being charming. We get it. You're handsome, you're charming. We get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to say this is always my least favorite part of the show because we're about to wrap up with our final comic. Everyone had a good time. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Everyone had a good time. Yes. By the way, I want to tell all the comics when our headliner is done, we're going to meet where we usually meet. We're going to have an after show get together. So all you comics come to the regular class Zoom location so that Judy and I can converse with you and everything. And everyone, please make sure you're putting your contact info, your social media and everything in chat. Damir, make sure you do that. I don't know if you have Facebook down under yet, but any social media stuff would be great. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your final comic of the evening. So much fun working with her. You're going to have a fantastic time. She's got a backdrop, she's got a microphone, and she's got an act. Please welcome the one and only Lucy Kellogg.
Yay!
Thank you. So, does anyone here feel really stressed out at their job? I mean, just like, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that's good. Well, don't worry, because if it's your current job, your boss isn't here. But the show is being recorded. It's a recorded show. So, it's hard. It's really hard to go into work when you're stressed out at your job because you get depressed, you know? But I have vodka. Oh, no wonder I'm depressed. This vodka is Russian. Yeah. Terrible, right? It's awful vodka. So anyway, I've been working, I'm self-employed. I've had my company for 8 years and I have a video production company. And it's yeah, so it's really hard because I'm the only employee. So I have to manage money, I have to manage marketing, I have to manage inventory, well, for vodka. Yeah. And if I fail at just one job, including the inventory, yeah, I lose my entire company. Well, mismanaged the money again. Oh well, guess I'm fired. I'll have another vodka. Well, if that happens, I don't know, how would I explain my business failure on a job interview? Wow, you have an 8-year employee gap. Yes, I had kids. Yeah. Stay-at-home mom. Boss mom. Oh, I didn't realize you had kids. They died.
Oh.
Totally, they're dead. Yeah, it's tragic. Back to work. I'll bring vodka. Before I became self-employed, I went on a lot of job interviews depressed. And it's really, really hard to go on a job interview depressed because you can't be honest about how you're feeling.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, Lucy, tell me about yourself. Well, if you hire me, if you hire me, I'm going to burn through all that sick leave in the first week. Oh, well, why do you want to work here? I actually don't want to work here. Like at all. Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Wow, I thought I was gonna have a huge commitment if this would last 6 months. I was hoping on the way to the interview I would get hit by a delivery truck full of vodka. And you've been a great audience, so I'm going to wrap it up with this last job interview question. Why did you leave your last job? Well, I took an Ambien. Yeah, got some Ambien users here, I can see. I took an Ambien, and then I went shopping on eBay with the company credit card. I thought I won a Ninja Foodie Grill for $180, and I bid 1,800. Yeah. The worst part of the whole thing is when eBay sent the notification to my boss, congratulations, you're the highest bidder. Yeah, that was fun. So anyway, I'm self-employed. Just kidding. Well, thank you. You've been a great audience, and I'm going to go drink some vodka. So.
Lucy, so good.
Awesome.
I gotta say, I'm so impressed. You did so great, and I was really surprised how sober you'd be today. This is great. So, by the way, Lucy, we're talking about people from all over the world. So, where are you Where are you right now?
Yeah, I'm in Leipzig, Germany. So just south of Berlin, about 2 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
my oldest son, he's 17. He's studying German, and he wants to move to Germany. So, you know, I did research on Berlin, and apparently there's a lot of sex clubs there.
Definitely, yeah. In fact, when you do open mics here, basically everybody's naked, it seems like. So, a requirement. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah. So
Well, I'm just
I go
saying that
naked.
because if you've never been to Berlin and you're wondering where Lucy got her curtains, it's at a sex
Yeah.
club. No, backdrops, Lucy. So thank you. Give Lucy a big round of applause. What a great way to close the show out. Yeah. So everybody, hope you all had a great
They were
time. I'm going to toss it
wonderful,
back to
Dean.
Judy.
They were
Yeah.
wonderful. I mean, I can't believe people performing for the very first time, writing up such personal material, so authentic, really awesome. And how about a hand to Dean? Yay!
Thank you, Judy. Yay.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. And thank you all for being at our showcase. You are a great audience. If you want any information on the stand-up classes, you can just, throw me an email and I'll get back to you in a couple of years. Thank you so much. It's right there.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Judy.
Take care, everybody.
Okay, comics, I'll see you all in our Zoom room in just a second. But thank you, Judy.
Yes.
Give Judy Carter a big round of applause. The Comedy Bible. Go buy it, read it, study it.
Yay. Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Judy, I
Bye-bye.
want the information. Send it to me. And Dean.
Yeah, email me at Judy.
Well, you really don't reply. I'm getting a reply by the month now. It's pretty
Okay.
great from the year.
Bye.
Okay, thanks.